Why is there so many creepy guys? This is just not good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I recently got to 50k on Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me some questions, so I'm gonna be replying to all of them today. Ignore the mess in my library right now. I'm trying to, arrange everything in a different way and I want to clean it up, and just ignore it. Just try. Let's get it started. First one, would you ever get into classic literature? Okay, one fact about me is that my main language is Spanish. So sometimes I do mess up with my words in English, but I just find it better for me to speak in English because there's so many people that watch me from different countries, and English is like the universal language that everyone knows a little bit of. I do want to make some content in Spanish here and there, and probably will be able to make a blog in Spanish with like subtitles in English soon, but for now I speak English and I live in the US, so I speak English around. When I go to the store, when I go to the gym, when I interact with people, I speak in English. So that's the main reason why. And I also like to practice in English. I read my books in English. Like, it's just the language that I speak for now in my environment. So that's the reason why, but I do mess up here and there with words, but I'm learning every day. I think that I didn't introduce myself. So my name is Daniela, but I like when people call me Dani. I am 25 years old. I moved here from Colombia 7 years ago or 8 years ago. I really lose track of that. I don't know what else to say. Let's get straight into the questions now that we have a little introduction. Would you ever get into classic literature? That word is hard. You should. They're great. I really want to. A couple of days ago, I actually asked you if you have a favorite classic that I should read, and I will be doing a YouTube video reading one of your classics or maybe two because I want to give myself a chance to do it. It's a little hard again because of the language barrier, and I know classics do have a very complex wording of like how they explain stuff and like not weird, but like different words that I'm not used to. So I think it will be a challenge for me, but I think that I can do it. I want to challenge myself to do that. Next one, what's your biggest win recently and best book you have read lately? My biggest win recently is... My biggest win recently? I don't know. I really don't. Staying on top of my work schedule and stuff. I feel like I've been doing pretty well with my work and with like editing and doing everything. I feel proud of myself for doing all that I have done, and sometimes I don't give myself enough credit, but I'm proud of myself and I'm happy. So that's the win. And then the best book I have read lately is... I recently finished this one and I really enjoy it, and you should read it if you're a romance girly. I absolutely adore that book. Next one, do you have gut issues? No, I used to. I think when I was like recovering from the ED, it was very hard for my body to digest food and my stomach to get used to the amount that a normal person or even when gaining weight will eat. But now, no, I do not. It's pretty well, like it's going pretty well. What's your favorite book or book series? I will show you. You know what? I love talking about books. This is my favorite book series. It's Throne of Glass. I read these 8 books in like a month. I have 0 words. I freaking love it. I think about the main characters every single day. Every single time that I see a TikTok talking about the characters in Throne of Glass, I want to cry. I want to laugh. I want to reread. It's just amazing. The word building in here, the characters, the female main character is my absolute favorite. Everything about it, just the magic, the fantasy, just makes me think a lot, makes me happy, makes me have so much joy. So this is my favorite, in case you're curious, and this is the order that I do recommend for you to read it. Queen of Shadows, this one is my favorite book out of all of them. No question, just wanted to let you know that you're my inspiration. Keep going. Thank you so much, Martina. You're amazing. Thank you. How would you describe your childhood? I had an amazing childhood, but it was a little bit, I want to say lonely as well. So my parents, they are business owners. They never work for like, or they did work for company. My mom used to work for companies. My dad has never worked for a company, well, like here in the US, but when he was in Colombia, he had his own business and that was his own thing. So when you're a business owner, it's like extremely hard to make time for other stuff that is not your business. So he was always very invested in his business, and my mom as well, because she was there as well. They used to have restaurants. They used to have two actually. One my mom will manage and the other my dad. So they were pretty busy all the time. So I remember my friends always telling me how when they will get back from school, their parents will make them, oh, get home and be alone. You know, just like, I don't know, nobody's on top of me. So I kind of learned how to be more independent in that sense, on like doing stuff for myself, by myself. I had to, like, my parents never helped me with homework. I just had to learn how to do everything by myself because they were not available for me. Weekends were pretty much the same, even worse, because they had to stay all day there at their restaurant. You know, guys, weekends is like the busiest time for like restaurants and stuff. So they had to be there pretty much all day, and I had to be at home pretty much all day. So it was a little lonely, but I always made the best out of it. And sometimes I will go and like help my parents and help with like customer service and just talking to the customers and selling stuff. Even if I was a little kid, I will go to table and I will talk to the customers like, how's your day? How's your food? Whatever. And I was like 8 years old. So it was crazy for me. But it was very good. A very good childhood. I just have very good memories, but a little lonely. A little. Okay, what's your favorite book if you can choose math books? Okay, if you don't know, math is she's Sarah J. Maas. She's the author of my favorite books. But if I cannot pick any by Sarah J. Maas, I will say, okay, I have two. For romance fantasy, I will pick Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is the first series that I ever read here in the US and that I absolutely love, and this is the book that got me into reading. 3 books, but my favorite is the second one actually, but this is like the book series that I will pick. And for like a stand-alone book that I freaking adore and that made me cry as well, Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Sevin. Oh gosh, this book. A lot of people are saying that they did not like it, but for me it was absolutely amazing. I cried with this book. I loved it. It was incredible. So yeah, those are the 2 that I will pick. Next one, current hobbies. So my hobbies right now, reading, of course, and gosh, I've been moving around. Oh, okay, so I'm very lucky to say that one of my favorite hobbies is also editing and just like talking to you guys, making videos, editing videos, filming videos, cooking, and I'm able to make a career or like a job out of it. So thank you so much for that, guys. But that's one of the hobbies that I have, is how I spend my time and something that I like doing. But if we're talking about hobbies like do not make you money and just like you do it for fun, recently I got into the ukulele and I've been trying my best to learn. But it's a little complicated and probably will take me a lot of time to like really learn how to do it. But it's something that I really enjoy doing. And I also like to journal. This is actually my reading journal. So it's like just the books that I love and the ratings, and it's just very nice to do it on my free time, and it's something that I enjoy doing and it feels nice to do it. And yeah, that's another one. I think that's about it. Next one. Would you ever go vegan? No, I will never go vegan. I tried it in the past, but I think it was mainly because I wanted to be more restrictive in my diet, and it really didn't help me at all. And I will feel very restrictive about it because I really enjoy chicken. I really enjoy eggs and beef and all of that, and I do believe they have an impact in your health, and I do believe that they're good for you. So I'm not gonna say more about that, but no, I wouldn't go vegan. Favorite clothes at the moment? I don't think I have one, I just like, I don't know, I feel a little out of place sometimes because a lot of people like to talk about clothes and like go shopping and stuff. I don't really enjoy shopping that much because I don't really like spending money in like clothes, because I don't know, I feel like I can use like, this is thrifted. I went to Goodwill and I was like, that's cute, I like it, and I just get it. And that's, I don't know, I just feel like clothes are more like to, I don't know, feel comfortable and just like have something in your body covering you, I guess. I don't know. Yes, I do like cute clothes, but I'm not like the best to ask about fashion because I'm not really, I don't know, interested that much in it. But that's just me. I don't know. Do you sleep any better? I have been sleeping so much better. You guys have no idea. I stopped doing energy drinks completely. Once again, I was addicted last year and then I took a huge break. And this year, I don't know why, or like, yes, I do know why. I was watching a YouTuber and she likes drinking energy drinks a lot. And one time I saw it at the store and I was like, I really want to try it. I really want to like see how it tastes like. And I became kind of addicted again to it. I started having like very bad sleep schedule and stuff, and recently with my dietitian, we work a lot in like not having an energy drink every day. I stopped having them and now I've been having the best sleep ever. When do you read Harry Potter? I do want to read Harry Potter. I watch all the movies and I'm a big fan, so I really want to read all the books. I do not have them, so I'll have to like buy them. I'm waiting for that, but I do want to read them. Next one, nothing. I just want to be friends. Guys, you're like my friends. I literally talk to you like friends. I talk to you about everything in my life and hobbies and the things that I love, and I talk to the camera like you're my best friend. So what is your favorite food to cook? Everything that is like breakfast, I love it. I know I said that I love beef and I love chicken, but I don't like preparing it. I do not like it. I do not like seeing like the raw meat and stuff like that. I just don't really enjoy it. So my favorite thing to cook is always breakfast because it's something that I do, like yogurt, granola, I do pancakes, I do eggs, and it's just my favorite thing. Avocado toast, stuff like that. Have you read the Infernal Devices? So good. That was the very first book series that I read when I was a teenager. Like I know I said this one, Once Upon a Broken Heart, but this was like recently, like last year. The very first one that I read when I was a teenager in Colombia in Spanish was that one. That's when I became a reader, and I stopped for a little bit when I was deep in the eating disorder, but I came back to it now. But in the past, you guys, when I was a teenager, I used to read so much. I used to not have a phone or Wi-Fi at my house before, and I would read in the weekend. I kid you not, all day. I remember one time our energy shut down. We don't know why, but that day I remember taking my book. You guys, I literally read all day and I didn't even think about it. Like just my book was already like in the ending, you know? And that's when I realized like, oh my gosh, I've been reading for hours in my bed. That's how invested I was, and that's how much I loved reading, and I love right now reading, and I am so happy to be in that place again because I know for a fact that younger Dani, childhood Dani, love reading, and I am now becoming her once again, and I love that. Next one, what do you think of the bell dance trending on TikTok? I don't know what the bell dance trending on TikTok is. I do not know. Should I read better than the movies? Yes, you should. I have a reading blog. I'm gonna add it in here. And I read it all and it's so good. I think it has the spoilers at the end only, so you can watch it without the spoilers and then read it. And then if you want to rewatch it with the spoilers at the end, you can do that as well. I feel like that's fun. That's what I do. Sometimes I read a book and I want to hear about the opinions of other people, so I go on YouTube and I'm like, reading blog of this book, because I want to be able to like talk to someone and see what someone else thought about the book. So I think that's very fun. Dani, ¿tienes algún plan que te sea importante para tu futuro? Okay, so this question is in Spanish, but I'm gonna answer it in English. It's, do you have any plan that it's important for you in the future? And yes, one of my biggest, not like plan, but like one of my biggest dreams is to be able to buy a house for my family, for my parents and I. It has been my dream always to give back to my parents, because I love them so much, and they have done so much for me, and they're amazing, and they're my best friends, and I just have been able to have so much support from them, and I just want to give back and stay with them for as long as possible in my life. You guys have no idea how much I love my parents. Tips on accepting weight gain. I think the best thing that you can do is actually to focus on something else besides the weight gain. If you need to gain weight, please like start working towards that, just like eating more high calorie foods and working maybe with a dietitian and making sure you're resting enough and stuff like that. But also try to focus your life and focus your hobbies and your mindset in something else that is not only weight gain, that is not only how your body looks, because that's when it becomes very, very hard. When you're all the time thinking about your body, all the time body checking, all the time weighing yourself and stuff like that, that's not good for you. So rather find something else, find a hobby, find something else that makes you feel happy, and let weight gain just happen as it happens. Just let it be, let it go, focus on something else, be happy in your life, focus on the positive in your life, on the things that make you happy, eat good food that makes you happy and that is very delicious for you. I don't know, that's my tip, like main tip. Next one, how tall are you? I am 5'1". I'm very short. If you could travel somewhere right now for free, where would you go? I would go to Australia or Hawaii or England. Those are my 3 trips that I want to do, and if it's for free, then of course I would like to do that like right now. My favorite movie is The Hunger Games. Favorite kitchen utensil? I don't know. I really don't. Whichever, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer this question. I don't have a favorite. I don't discriminate. I love all of them. How do we plan a old girls meetup trip? Girl, I've been thinking about it, okay? I'm planning on it, okay? I've been planning on it. Like, I will share with you guys when it's like everything done, but we will do it. For sure. I'm not new, but I'm learning Spanish, and your Spanish reel was so good. Please do more. I will try to do more Spanish blogs and stuff like that, so that you guys can learn some Spanish and stuff, and it will be actually easier for me to talk and express myself, so that would be nice. Have you ever watched the show Community? I have not. I'm not really good at watching shows right now. The only one is Bridgerton. Like, that's the only one I'm like obsessed with right now, but I'm not really good at it. Best breakfast you have ever made? I think pancakes is my favorite, and it's like the best breakfast for me. I just love it so much. Favorite Colombian dessert? You know what, like we don't eat that much like dessert, like we don't have a specific dessert. I feel like I really like natilla in like Christmas season, but other than that, like I don't really know. There's nothing that comes to my mind right now. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable, you guys. If you have been here for a little bit, there's a bunch of creepy guys asking questions that are not really good in here. How to get over a reading slump. I just started Crescent City and it's really slow. I'm so sorry. It is really slow, but what I like to do for my reading slumps, I like to let myself pick a book that I know that I will like. Pick a book that it's easy to read. When I started reading this one, I was in a little reading slump, and I stopped being in a reading slump because of this book. So you need to pick something that is short and easy to read. So no Crescent City, of course, because that's very, very complicated. Something else is to be more interactive with your book. So I do like to highlight. I do like to even like write on my books, because that's how I am. I don't know. I like to interact. I feel like it keeps me engaged in the stories that I'm reading. I like to put my tabs. I also like to write some quotes. I like to get excited about reading when I go on TikTok and I look up for the book and people are talking about it, and I really want to like know why they're talking about it, you know? So it makes me more excited and more invested in like, I really want to finish this book, so I'm gonna do it. I also like playing music when I read. It's one of my favorite things. All of that. I feel like every single book has a playlist on Spotify, so you can look it up. Right now, for me, I'm reading A Little Life, and it's been a little hard to get engaged in, and like the font and everything, it's just like a lot of words. If you can see, like there's a bunch of stuff in there, and it's not really like how do I say it? Like, it's not exciting to read. But what I've been doing is to take my time first, like allow myself to take my time. I also listen to the playlist. I listen to the audiobook here and there. And something that I did with Crescent City was that I took a piece of paper, and if I was confusing something, or if I wanted to remember something, I'll write in there who the character is and like some specific stuff about the character, as if you were studying the book, you know? That keeps me very motivated into keep reading, I guess. I don't know. So for example, for Crescent City, I'll put Hunt, and I'll put like he's an angel and he is blah 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 blah. Bryce, and she is blah 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 blah. I don't know. I get excited actually. I just saw a TikTok on Crescent City, and I had to send it to my best friend because she read it too, and I get so excited about talking any Sarah J Maas book because it's just you guys, makes me so happy. How do you read so much? I love you. I love you so much. I don't know. I don't force myself. I just do it because I enjoy it a lot. When you enjoy doing something, you just want to do it all the time. It just makes me happy. And I used to spend a lot of time like on social media scrolling and feeling super bad about myself and stuff. And now I take that time to read. So I feel like that plays a big part of how I continue reading. And again, for example, when I was reading Sarah J Maas books, my screen time, I kid you not, was like 30 minutes a day because I didn't want to be on my phone. I just wanted to read like all the time. When you are very invested in a movie or a TV show and you just want to continue to watch it, it's the same for me. When I read, it's like I'm playing a movie in my head. So I don't really want to stop, because why would I want to stop if like it's so good, you know? Like I forget that I'm reading. I forget that it's actual pages in a piece of paper. What did I just say? It's words in a piece of paper, and I feel like I'm in there, like literally in there. And that's my favorite thing about Sarah J Maas books, that they just make me feel like I am in there, like I'm fighting for my life. That's how I feel. I know that's dramatic, but it's true. Favorite book ever? Again, Sarah J Maas books, like all of them. This one I love, in Queen of Shadows. It's Queen of Shadows. It's absolutely amazing. You can recommend the air fryer. I do. I love it. I love my air fryer. I use it every day. Rhys or cassian? If you don't know, those are both from acotar, and I love Rhys, but I also love cassian. Cassian, I don't know how to say that name. I'm gonna say Cassian. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is embarrassing. I've never listened to the audiobook of acotar, so I don't really know how to pronounce the names properly, but I love them both from different reasons. I cannot pick. I'm sorry. That's like very, very hard. Chicken or beef? Chicken. There's a lot of questions of like what's my favorite book, so I already answered it. My favorite food is Japanese sweet potato. That's my favorite food. Top 3 book crushes. Okay, number 3, because I just read it, I'm gonna say Nolan from Taken Mate. I love him. Number 2, I'm going to say Jax from Once Upon a Broken Heart. And number 1, he's always gonna be number 1, I swear, because of the Rhys, because of everything. If you have read it, you will know, but my absolute favorite book boyfriend, I don't think this will ever change, but it's Dorian, not Rowan, Dorian. Okay, Dorian from Throne of Glass. I have no words. He's my favorite. He's my absolute favorite. Next one. Do you still have fear foods? No, I do not have any fear food, thankfully. Did you play soccer? Yes, I used to be the captain of my team in Colombia, so I love soccer. It's my favorite sport, and I used to play it a lot. I wish we were friends in real life. I wish that too. That would be amazing, actually. Why is there so many creepy guys? This is just not good. Are you single? Yes, I am single. That's it. Okay, those are all the questions. I'm glad we were able to talk a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will be doing more of this, but like if you have any idea of like different ones that you would like me to talk about, I don't know, different topics or stuff like that, I will absolutely love to answer. There was one about like what's your makeup routine. I have done a lot of like doing my makeup with me. You can watch like those videos. I have like all my makeup routine because I don't really have like I'm not I don't know, I'm not like very experienced with makeup, so I don't want to say something that is wrong, but that's just how I usually do it. And I know that I need to improve in some things. So I've been trying, like today, you guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. Today, I wanted to do a little wink, okay, in my eye. So I took one pencil and I tried to do it, and I'm like, this is not working. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this anymore. But I tried. Then I look at myself in the mirror, and I was like, it looks like it, but it looks weird. I'm just gonna leave it this way because this is just what happened, okay? And I wanted to be honest with you. And then I see the pencil, it's a brown pencil, okay? It's not an eyeliner. It's a brown pencil. It's for here, okay? It's not for here. So it looks so weird. And I'm so sorry you have to see this, but yeah, that's gonna be all. I'm just honest with you guys. With my makeup, I don't have like, I want to get better at makeup. I don't have like an experience, like a big experience with makeup. But that's gonna be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.